Good morning, everybody. Vinod from Solar Powered Humans, California. Right now we're in the cremation ground, Bali. So, purposefully I'm live to share some mysteries of yoga and to disillusion the people. Not to run after many practices, many methodologies, so reaching nowhere. So again in Sanskrit I would like to, because today I'm going to give you some message to the yoga tigers, those who have been practicing Zen and Chinese techniques, and then Buddhism, then yoga also, and then some Tantra also, number of practices, and along with the exercises, gym. So here, something is very precious I would like to tell you. Basically, yoga starts from Lord Shiva. Different mythologies believe in different things, and we must keep sticking to them. The place where we are born, there has some reason, every cause and effect theory of philosophy. So don't get misled with different kind of mythologies. Once you grab something, keep sticking to it. Today now, we are in the cremation ground. I'll let you know what exactly some ascetics, in India. I had been to, by the grace of my karmas, virtue of karmas, I had been to caves, jungles, ascetics. I have practiced all those things, right from cremation ground to the caves and the hanging on the trees for, days like this. So today I am going to clarify you something, for the yoga tigers, those who are following me, those who are my friends on my YouTube channels, and all those who are practicing for the extremes of yoga. And whatever we are sharing is not for the persons, those who are indulged in the normal, human life, sex and all, lust, greed, anger. So be a little cautious before you switch over or you try to imitate me, So here we go. Let's see, let me tell you something. These are some very simple things now I'll be doing. It's nothing, it's simply, I'll first show you the headstand. Very simple. Normally in yoga, see, very simple. Then I'll relate why I'm showing you all this. In headstand, you have to come like this. It's very simple. In due course of time, see, I'm putting on shoes also. You can come, so like this. Padma, this is your headstand. Again, I demonstrate, be very careful what I'm telling you. I'm going to relate these things with the ascetic practices of India, from where sometimes we are misled, Here, like this, in my headstand, there are so many kriyas. Listen to me. Your head downwards, legs upwards. Alright? So here we stay for hours together. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, like this. Then, so now we come to the point. The purpose of my video today. Because I am not much familiar with the Tibetan, but I came in contact with a few of my friends. So they must have been practicing some extremes of kriyas in India. Alright. So here we go. In Zen they call something Jaladhari. Jaladhari Kriya, they say it's something from India that yogis keep hanging on some strings, tying their heels, their feet upward. These are all the Kriyas in yoga. These are called Vipreet Karanis. In short, I'll take to here, don't get confused with different things, Now let's come to the point. This whole mortal world, this Maya, as long as we are in this body, even if we are preachers, even if we are devotees, we are all in the circumference of imperfection. Lust, greed, anger, and the last is your ego. We are surviving, this body is surviving as long as we have not purged off all those things. In the past, 84 lakh species, 84 lakh sasanas, different mythology, our existence, the body, we call, nobody can deny this fact, Lord Buddha, Lord Krishna, all the mythologies, all the Veda Shastras, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the crystallized form of all the philosophies from the ancient times, Rishis and Munis, this world is transient and perishable, and it's an elusive state. We are all in the darkness. A yogi who reaches that the enlightenment stage, he can only visualize. Now we come to the point about these ascetic practices, hanging on the trees, or doing number of things. In India, some saints, I had also practiced all these things. They keep putting cold water on the head, pitchers and pitchers, their devotees, to take their concentration here on the Sahasradal Kamal, where the key lies, where the secret knowledge channel, Shushmana, Sahasradal Kamal lies. So now here, don't get confused. All these things, the best kind of yoga is, these are the Vipreet Karanis. I showed you this headstands. The purpose is to preserve our semen and take it to the Sahasradal Kamal. And from there starts your khechri, using nectar, hanging on the trees, doing so many sarvangasanas, so many ascetic things. Whatever they are doing just to come out of this elusive state. Now why God, why Mother Nature puts up in different stages? See, it's a very secret thing which I am telling you. It may hurt, even somebody may call it something revolutionary. Now we call, to be very simple, the science is science. You cannot change. Different can be the ways, but the end is the same. If we have to reach the moon, could be different. If somebody is thinking of reaching the moon on a bullock cart, it's his philosophy. An intelligent person who knows what space is, we cannot go without, like this, so he'll be going to the shuttles, rockets, everything. So now here, in short, I'm in the cremation ground, truthfulness. Socrates says, before you speak, rest assured you are speaking the truth. It is going to benefit the people. Now I'll take you to this Zen philosophy, any spiritualism. Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, according to Brahmanda Purana, is the supreme. Even 1,000 celibates equal one yogi. Yogi means in the true sense. Now I take you to this. Hanging with the rope, tying on the rope, swinging, like this. This is all Vipreet Karnis to preserve our semen and bring it to here. Why preserve the semen? Now the science says, your semen, your thought process, and your pranas. Pranas means the power which is regulating this whole celestial system, including these bodies and the invisible life globes like this, planets. Millions, trillions, countless. They are in a different vibration. My videos are comparatively long, but the answer here comes is, once you have, for example, you have a weeping child, a crying child. Once the mother picks up from the cradle to the newborn child who is crying, he takes her to the bosom, and the child gets the nipple in his mouth instinctively. He no more cries. So running after different sadhanas, then this different sadhana, then doing anything. This is all like a simple child in the cradle. It means we have not yet been able to reach our mother's breast. We are not being yet fed. We are still striving, running like this. Why? Because this whole world is just to purge off our past karmas. Just now remember it. Why? What's the need of stretching this thing, doing like this, or even in the headstand or on the ropes? What we are doing is we are simply trying to purge off all these karmas. This whole world is nothing. To the enlightened person, it's futility. It's, Baba Nanak says, Kud Dunya, Kud Raja, Kud Parja, Kud Sab Sansar. It's a rubbish to them. To somebody, as long as this karma is there, semen is there, a female beauty could be everything to goddess to him. Wonderful. If he has control on the semen, she can be taken as a goddess to preserve our semen. But the truth is, this body, even if it's of male, even if it's of female, according to the science, the truth, anatomy, these are just nothing more than stinking holes. Even if it's a male or a female, the moment you lose your semen, you ovum, everything goes rubbish. It's nothing more than a stinking 5 elements, anatomy of the body. But now the purpose is, all the sadhanas, I again tell, never get, if somebody is doing Zen, wonderful. Somebody is doing Chinese, wonderful. Somebody is an ascetic, wonderful. Somebody is doing headstand, I am doing headstand for us together. Then all the things, the purpose is to open this channel, Shushmana Nadi. It's no mere flowery speeches, it is some ascetics. Indian, they tie down very tight to, check their even right nostril, left nostril, Shushmana starts flowing. So these are the very, very risky things, and those, they sometimes lose their lives even. So I was telling you this, hanging on the ropes, trying all these things, try to reach that space, and rest assured this is your litmus test paper. As long as these flowery speeches are attracting you, these are very good. Different sadhanas, they will attract to the people like a small infant. But once with one path only, even you listening, Acharya Rajnisha, wow, wonderful. At the other hand, if you can get something from your Sadguru, wonderful. Ramdeva, then Chinese, anywhere you go, Buddhism. But once you must check yourself, if you are running again, time and again, these things are alluring you, it means you are a child, we are child, we have not got the bosom, this boobs of our mother to have the nipple in our mouth, then will be perfectly silenced. This, my method was for that. Now if I am doing my headstand, by virtue of my karmas, tasted everything, now the nipple of my mother, the mother goddess, to call it Bali or what, that child is perfectly at serenity, complete blissful state. Nothing attracts him. As long as something is attracting me, it means I am still striving. And this, the purpose of this body, because this is an accumulation of all the sins. We must have been just for the survival. Could be we were very, very, animals like tigers, lions, snakes, eating just by virtue of karma. Now in the human being also, the projection of all these things is there. Now we are trying to become a bag like this, this animal-like qualities. Those karmas are very much in us to perfect ourselves, to purge off that. So now I come to the point, now see the Om, this whole creation I'll take you. This is the most secret I am going to share with you of the masters. They take you above and beyond this Om also. Now let's critically analyze today Om when we are talking of different philosophies. We are the tigers discussing each other. All the Indian, my friends, those who are the yoga tigers. Nothing should deviate them from any sadhana. Once you are doing Khechari, more than enough, more than enough. Everything merges into that. Like a child, you must be, perfectly serene, in a blissful state, complete contentment. How these things can attract me? Everything in this world is okay for a different level of person. So this I was trying to clarify. Need not hang upside down like ascetics. Don't imitate anybody. Everybody in this world, on this planet, is striving by virtue of his karmas just to get rid of all these bodies and all. This is an accumulation of the past karmas. Why it happens that in Samadhi we have to leave this body? Because this is the futility of this body proves it. So now I come to the Om, what Oma is and how the master takes you even above and beyond that. The top Oma, which at the death we recite Oma, take to Sastra. This is theory. And to perceive it, we need tremendous amount of sadhana. Lord Krishna also. Om. Again I repeat the same. Brahma, creator, creation, like the mother womb, we come in the world. Om Vishnu, sustainer, this vegetation. Okay, this oxygen, this fruit. This is Vishnu. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Om. Ma means death. Where we are sitting here in the cremation ground, the symbol of death, from where the truth starts. So we are under these three things now. As long as we are doing any sadhana, any meditation, any practice, it's for your survival. Even I'm making this video for my survival, even could be a part of it. Satisfying my ego, childlike qualities, Seeing my own videos, sometimes they give me the... So like this, these three also merge into the Supreme, the Infinite, who is above and beyond all this. It is His projection. Right from a criminal to the top seed saints, He is the one, the Lord Himself, playing this game. But we sometimes differentiate because of this. Our dormant Kundalini, dormant powers. This is what I'm telling you. A bit of my personal experience, perceptions are there. They are coinciding with all the scriptures. Everything is to be appreciated, to be adorned, to prostrate these books. And, oh, my friend has come, by the way. Oh, come here. I was waiting for him. See this love. Come here, beta. We are in the cremation. Beta, it's for you. Oh, my love. Come. Don't worry. It's a camera, beta. It's a camera. Just have it. So this is the yoga. So my dear friends, see how love. Guru, white come. Another white is coming. He's a little scared. Come, beta. It's for you. Come this way. Okay, Guru, you come. So we were talking. This is all Om. This is all God. We call it Bhairo. See this love. Bhairo. When I met my master in cremation ground, Bhairo appears. The true form of love, if we can see them, they need worship. They are adornable. I don't have garlands here. Oh, Bhaironath, I prostrate. Oh, wonderful. Let me kiss you. So like this. So it was my message. Your master is everything. It was Guru Purnima. The message is your master will definitely, master who could be the God in the different bodies. Could be your Zen master. Could be my master Devra Baba. Could be even this dog. Oh, God can very much appear in him. See now in Bali, I am thankful to these Balinese. I am making videos openly, sitting, shouting. And I say how wonderful these people are. Had I been to a place where people are, a bit narrow-minded, they have suspicions, like this. No, wonderful. So it was my message. These are all good things. Hanging upside down, giving swings, or like, this is all to preserve your semen. These are called Vipreet Karnis. Yogis do it. But don't get confused if you are leading a Grihast Jivna, you are not able to follow complete celibacy under all circumstances. Don't go in for these things. These will attract you. Whatever is happening with these bodies, even if it's a preacher, if he's a devotee, this is the lower form of the God, like the nail of a God, like the garland of a God. Sansara saram bhujgendra haram. Sansara saram bhujgendra haram means this whole world is like a garment. What do you call with the flowers? Garland. Like this rosary of the Lord. This whole world is like a garland, like a rosary. The whole God is, oh, we have not perceived him. So again, it was a message for the tigers in the cremation ground. Socrates comes to my mind again. Before you speak anything, before you utter anything, before you teach anything, rest assured how much you have perceived it, how much truth is in that. Is it going to benefit or not? So I am speaking out of my love, out of the... the God wanted me very spontaneously. Here, again, the come, Zen, somebody was... I have written, holding on a net, something like swinging or hovering. Hovering like as the planes hover on the sky. Like this. These are techniques. We have not to find fault at all. But God, according to his karmas, to purge him of all the sin, because this whole body is an accumulation of the sins, which the system, the software that doesn't fit into the real form of ours. If we have to merge in that ocean, we are a drop. We have to purge off this whole body is an accumulation of some or the other sin of the past karmas. Though, for example, I was in my childhood, I used to dream when I was in standard 2 or 3, even before that, having sex as a male or something with a very small child. I still remember, because I must have been, I remember these days, in my dreams I have seen this place. And the sea could have been some shark or some big or an animal, sex. I'm born like that. So I had to, God has put me like that in a different heart yoga, headstand, my master side like this. These things will fit into my philosophy for my perfection. Don't imitate anybody. Those who are Zen, very good, it will fit into them. Those who are following Rajneesh, wonderful, that will fit into them. Highly intellectualism, Lord Krishna says, like Rajneesh, we can reach God with this super intellect. Everything is good. Don't find fault. This game, the religion, different, this is only a game like different teams, just to perfect ourselves, and ultimately a time comes when this body automatically drops down. Once the fruit is ripe, this body, like as Vivekananda says, like a flower, once the purpose is solved, it will automatically be withered away. It drop down like a withered leaf. So don't run after many things. Rest assured, if you are at a very, whatever sadhanas you are doing, anyway, have complete faith in that, and you must be at a, wonderful serenity must descend in you. It will happen when you are a perfect celibate. In my case, Vajroli, Khechari, now it's I have done so many efforts. Even if I indulge in sex for hours together, I'm a celibate. But everybody can do this. Only yogis, Devra Babas, descendants, it's no egoism, but it fits into my life. So, if you will try to imitate me, you are gone. You will go in for Vajroli, you will lose your semen, everything gone. Then keep running after different mythologies. Now I'm sitting in the cremation ground. See my friends, barons. Anyway, my data, I'm not Wi-Fi. Maybe the video may not discontinue. So these are all good philosophies. Again, I told you, I even showed you headstand, Vipreet Karni, and number of that to preserve our semen. Even if you are doing all the sadhanas, again you fail, you are gone. Get rid of these bodies. When you are in an enlightened stage, this is only an equipment, nothing more than that. So I was shorting, I'm sorry, it's the vent of my energies. So I'm in the cremation ground. All these bodies which are buried here, they are, see how wonderful, vibrations they are sending, like, wonderful Balinis. Contentment, lovely, peaceful. I'm not trying to compare the things, but I had been to cremations ground most of the time during sadhana. It's a wonderful place. I welcome you to Bali, Solar Powered Humans, California. Keep sticking to your sadhanas, whatever you are doing. But see, in those sadhanas, remember it, God is purging ourselves for all the past karmas. Could be I was a panther, could be I was a big sea fish in the ocean, I must have consumed many, killed many. So now, my sadhanas, I'll have to pass through them. Doing like this, these are all the expressions I can see in me. See, very carefully, I can see those expressions, those animals to whom we kill, those whatever we have done for our survival. Ultimately, the karmas are boomeranging, and these things are happening, these wars are happening, these fightings are happening, all these egoistic things are happening. We are all doing it. It's nothing wrong, it's good. The God under the system of this Lord, He's purging of ourselves to merge again. It is His Leela. We must enjoy the Leela. We must enjoy the depth. Yeah, it's only a process. I think my this data may not finish, Thanks a lot to the, see now in the form of Lord Americans, I am here in Bali. God becomes instrumental. So well, I think my data may not finish. Yoga is something like this. Try to preserve your semen. I'm not trying to spoil the married life of anybody. It will take many births. It's like on a bullock cart to think of reaching the moon. A time will come when you'll out from bullock cart, you will come to a Mercedes. Again, it will time you think of the stars to reach the moon. Naturally, you will reach NASA, astronaut like this. In this yoga, in this whole process, don't worry about life and death. It's like an air bubble. Don't think of how to die. It never happens. Nobody taught us, nobody gave us training how to take birth. It's all mystery. These are all theories. Nobody can teach you like this. Oh, take this. Don't worry about life and death. Enjoy the world to the extreme. Okay? As Lord Krishna in the battlefield smiling on his chariot. Oh, because he knows the knowledge makes you feel like that. No flowery speeches, no theories. Yeah, flowery speeches and these theories are meant for a level. That too is a God. But not the yogis, not the yogis. Jai Devra Baba, Jai Shri Yudhishthira Prasad Tripathi. Oh, this gave me confidence. One and the same, all gurus are same, devotees are same. Who met me in the cremation ground? Again, I'm in the cremation ground. The most wonderful place. Om Namah Shivaya. Okay, tigers, this was my message. Very spontaneous. Very, very spontaneous. I hope it may benefit some people. Those who are, it will definitely disillusion them. It's a mass of, ignorance. It's not ignorance. Even ignorance is a bliss, ignorance is also a bliss. We can enjoy the world like this. A time will come when we are enlightened. Oh, then it's a different game then. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you. Solar Powered Humans, California. Om Namah Shivaya.